Hello, what is up all you beautiful people? My name is Amanda. Welcome to Amanda's Aesthetics. I am super excited because today is my first ever YouTube video. We're gonna just start off with something pretty basic, but before we do that, I just wanted to tell you guys just a little bit about myself. I love art. I have a lot of my paintings in the background. And I just like being super creative. I like using my hands to make stuff. You know, I really like colors and kind of like designing stuff. So as well as my painting, I also very much enjoy makeup because of that. And I don't know, I've just found that, you know, everybody kind of goes through those periods where they don't feel really great about themselves. And that's what I think is really awesome about makeup, is that it is just very empowering, and it gives you just this huge, at least for myself, it gives me just this huge boost of confidence. And yeah, I really appreciate makeup. I am just starting off. I'm by no means a professional, still learning. And you know, I just wanted to give you guys my own opinions on products that I buy and just give you guys some reviews on that, tutorials on how I use it, what works for me, what doesn't. Makeup is very subjective, so what may work for me may not work for you. But I also know that when I was, and I still am, you know, messing around with makeup and, you know, interested in buying certain products, my very first thing, the first thing that I would do is go on YouTube and look at somebody's review or look at someone's tutorial or look at someone's first impression and see what they thought and how they liked it. And again, you know, something that they say or what they think may not be what I think, but it's just nice to kind of like get an idea of like how the product is going to perform. And so I know for me, you know, I still spend hours a day on YouTube watching videos of makeup videos specifically. And you know, my huge thing at first was Netflix. I fucking love Netflix, not gonna lie. But I've been watching YouTube lately like I fucking binge watch Netflix. It's crazy. Part of that's because I kind of binge watched all my shows that I love, but the other part is just, I don't really know how to describe it. I don't know. But yeah, so we're gonna do a tutorial today. It's going to be on this palette right here, the Decay Urban Spectrum palette. And I know it's pretty old, like it's a few years old, but I personally just got it brand new a couple weeks ago, and I've barely touched it, so I'm super excited. We're gonna be kind of talking about this palette, and I'll show you guys a look that I create with this. And I'm going to base my look off of my nails. I actually did my nails by myself for the very first time like a week ago, and it was I'm not gonna lie, like I understand why nail places charge so much, because it's hard and you really got to get the hang of it. But I definitely had a very good experience with them. I'm also like very picky about, you know, how my nails are and the shape of them and all of that, and so I like that I have like 100% control over that. But anyway, this isn't about my nails, this is about makeup. But we're gonna do a look kind of to match my nails. And let me just kind of give you guys a look at this palette. I'm sure everyone has already seen it, but this is the palette. Fucking gorgeous. I mean, honestly, like this color story speaks to me in so many ways. Like if I were to make a palette, these are the colors I would put in it, like all of these colors. I mean, I haven't played around with it enough, but I think there's a good variety. There's so many different looks that you could make with this, which I really like. The greens, the blues, the purples, and then they have some neutrals down here with this gorgeous pink. I mean, I couldn't not buy this when I saw it. You know, it was one of those palettes that I had to have. And I try to, you know, there's so many different makeup products that I see, and I'm not fucking made of money. I'm not rich. None of these videos are sponsored. I'm not on any PR list or anything. Everything I buy is with my own money. So I have to kind of be careful. And so like I waited on this palette, and this was one of those palettes that I kept thinking about, and I kept kind of going back and looking at it, and so I knew I just had to buy it. I just had to, yeah. And I'm glad I did. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my face makeup. This is my face by itself. this is it. Nothing special, lots of flaws and imperfections, but who doesn't have those, am I right? So that's the beauty of makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup off camera, and then I'll come back and we can do the eyeshadow tutorial. Okay, bye. Alrighty guys, we are back. I just finished my face, and let me just show you guys, I am using some new products. Well, new products to me at least, for the first time today. So let me just show you guys. I used the Maybelline Master Prime Primer and Base Primer. I used the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Fresh Wear, and I am in the shade, at least I think I'm in the shade, True Beige, so that's this one. I also used the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in Eggshell. For highlighter, I use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Blossom Glow. Such a pretty highlighter. I really like this already. For powder, I used the powder that everybody raves over. It does what it's supposed to do, which I love. Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And I honestly just use that all over my face. I know it's like mainly used for like setting areas and baking, but I think it works just fine for the whole face. For bronzer, I used the Hoola Benefit. I really, really like this thing. It's so tiny, so cute. This is just what it looks like. It has this super tiny mirror. I don't want to blind you guys. I actually really like the brush too. Works really well. Love this. I've had it for so long and I love it. And then for blush, I used Milani Baked Blush. Just open it for you. This is a really pretty color, and this is in Berry Amore. So that is everything that I used. Oh, I also used, to prime my eyelids, I used this super tiny Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and honestly, I had an allergic reaction to this Olay eye cream that I tried about a week ago. It was the Olay 24 Retinol eye cream or something like that, the little blue bottle, and I had really, really high hopes for it. I'd never had any issues with Olay products before, and it just completely, I don't know what it fucking did to me, but like my eyes were burning, I got like a rash on them, and like my skin's super dry and peely. So if you see any of that in the video, let's just ignore it. Let's just pretend like it's not there. I am a little worried because it's been like a week, but I don't know, hopefully it goes away soon. But yeah, and then I already set my face. I'll probably set my face again just because you can never really set too much. But I use my MAC Fix Plus. This is amazing. I think that's everything that I used. I think so. But now we're just gonna get straight to the tutorial, and we're gonna be doing like because of my nails, we're gonna be doing like a purpley look today with a little bit of blue because my favorite color is blue, and they have gorgeous blues in here. I have to use them. But yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna start off by taking my Morphe M441 Pro Firm Blending Crease Brush. And since there are no mattes in this palette, we're just gonna kind of have to work with what we've got as far as transition shade goes. So I'm gonna be taking Flatline and Bordello, and I'm just mixing that and kind of just swiping that all over my eyelid and on top of the brow bone as well. Next, I'm going to be taking my Morphe M431 Precision Pencil Crease Brush, and I'm going to be using the shade Voodoo, and I'm just going to put that on the outer V of my eyelid, and then slowly blend that in with the transition shade. Next, I'm taking my Morphe M433 Pro Firm Blending Fluff Brush, and I'm taking the shade Flashback and putting that on the center of my eyelid, and then slowly towards the outer V to kind of blend that one and the Voodoo out.
I'm going back in with my M431 and taking the shade Voodoo again, and I'm just gonna apply that to the outer V again. I just feel like the deepness of the color kind of got taken away by the flashback. And then I'm just gonna blend out any harsh edges with my M433. Alrighty, next I'm going to be taking my Morphe M124 Firm Shadow Brush, and I'm just going to take the color Madness and dab that onto the inner, kind of like right above the inner corner or the inner part of my eyelid, and slowly blend that into the flashback. And I have to go in with Madness a couple times because I am trying to put this blue shade over a purple shade, and I'm trying to keep as much of the pigmentation of the blue as possible. Now I'm taking my Morphe M166 Oval Shadow Brush, and I'm going in again with Flashback because I really want to pat that pigmentation onto the lid. And if you notice, I am patting quite a lot rather than blending because I just feel like when applying the eyeshadow, there's more pigmentation and a lot less fallout when you really pat it onto the eyelid before going ahead and swiping and blending it out. With the brush I use for flatline, the M433, I'm just going to go in again and just blend out any harsh edges and just kind of deepen that crease area. And then I'm going in with my M124, taking the shade Madness again and just deepening out that inner corner. Taking my M166 with the color Flashback one more time, just going back in and really adding as much pigmentation of that as possible. I do really want this eye look to be as bright and pigmented as I can get it. For my lower lash line, I'm taking my M124 with the shade Voodoo again, and I'm just going to be connecting the deepness and richness of that outer V and dragging that onto my lower lash line. Taking my M124 again, I'm taking the color Madness, and I'm putting that in the inner part of my lower lash line, and then I'm just blending that out into the Voodoo to create that gradient that matches the lid. Using my M124 again, I'm going to take the color Flatline, and I'm going to put that on top of the color Madness right in my inner corner to really brighten and lighten that blue. By the way, guys, I don't show you this, but when I am using the same brush and going into a different color, I am cleaning my brush beforehand so that I don't mud out each color. I did notice that when doing my lower lash line, I got just a little bit of fallout from that shade Voodoo. Next, I'm taking my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Deep End. I really love this shade, and I'm just popping that on my waterline. And I'm sorry, you guys, I do cut you out here, but you know what I'm doing, just adding my eyeliner. I promise you I will get better at the whole recording and camera thing. Last step, I'm taking my holy grail mascara, the Maybelline Mega Plush Volume Express in black, and I'm just putting those on my lashes. I have been using this mascara for so many years now. I've bought so many new ones, and I just love it so much. It really gives me the result that I'm going for. So that is the finished look. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my other eye off camera, and then I'll be back and we can talk about the palette.
What is up, everyone? I'm back. My eyes are done. I added my lip. For today's lip, I did L'Oreal Paris in Ferris Nude. I love. Is he my puppy? This is my son. His name is Scout. He's my best friend. Say hi. Hi. Say hi. He will definitely be in more. Oh, I think I have his hair on my lip. Okay. He will definitely be in more videos. Just love him. Anyway, my face is done. I'm actually gonna set it again with some Fix Plus. Oh, and by the way, that noise in the background is my fan because it's like 100 degrees today. So just ignore that. Anyway, love these fucking eyeshadows so much. The pigment is there, the formula is there, they go on very easy. I didn't use any Fix Plus with any of the colors, which I was very surprised about. I barely had any fallout. I had just a little bit, but it was very minimal considering that all of these shadows are shimmers. I was expecting a lot more, so that was awesome. Let's just look at it one more time and just take a second because it's just so goddamn beautiful. So pretty. Oh, I love you so much. But yeah, so if you guys do like what I am giving off, the vibes that I'm giving off to the world, then go ahead and subscribe. I plan on posting every Sunday, and I also post pretty regularly on my Instagram. I'll go ahead and put that down below. But yeah, I'm super excited to keep making more videos and sharing my thoughts and my mistakes as well with you guys, because there's going to be plenty of those. I already had one today. I don't know if you guys can see, but I got a little bit of blue eyeshadow on my nose right there. It made me so sad, but we're just gonna leave it because I'm not going anywhere today, so it's fine if I have a blue nose. It's fine. So I really appreciate you guys watching, and I look forward to sharing some more with you guys. So I'll see you next Sunday.